Good afternoon, dear children. Our last class we concluded by 6 day n never ends in 0. Now we are going to study very important problem of this chapter, real numbers. To do that type of problem, we must know a theorem. A theorem says, let p be a prime number, then if p divides a square, then p divides a. If p divides a square, then p divides a. Okay, let be the. Yes, we are moving to the important problem. First one is we have to prove root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational. Yeah, dear children, 9th standard, you've already studied root 2 is irrational. Here we have to do its proof, but that proof is somewhat different method. To do root 2 is irrational, first we will assume root 2 is rational. Yeah, dear children, if a number is rational, what we can write? Every rational number can be written in the form of p by q, a numerator by denominator. Same way we will write that one, that is root 2 equal to a number by another number. Then here in both are integers, a by b are integers. Not only integers, will consider its simplest form. That means both a and b have no common factors other than 1. We will consider so. Then by using that step, we will write a more step, and last we will get a sentence. That sentence will contradict our assumption. What is our assumption? Root 2 is rational. So we will consider our assumption is wrong. That is why we can't consider root 2 is irrational. So we can't consider root 2 is rational. So we will conclude that root 2 is irrational. Yeah, let's see. First step is assume root 2 is rational. No need to write now, only listen. Root 2 is rational. If root 2 is rational, we can write every rational numbers we can write in the form of p by q or a by b. Root 2 equal to a by b, where a and b are coprimes. Coprimes means what? Coprime. It has no common factors other than 1. That's the very important part of this problem. We assumed that one a and b have no common factors other than 1. Okay, that is the very important part of this problem. A and b have no common factor. Okay. Next, if root 2 equal to a by b, we can rewrite that as b root 2 equal to a. B root 2 equal to a. Then squaring on both sides. So b root 2 whole square equal to a square. Then b square. What is the square of root 2? 2. B square into 2 equal to a square. Or we can write a square equal to 2b square. A square, 2b square equal to a square. So a square equal to 2b square. Then we can write a square equal to 2b square. Let it be equation number 1. Okay. Then a square equal to 2b square means a square equal to into b square. That is 2 is a factor of a square. 2 is a factor of a square. Or we can tell 2 divides a square. Yeah, 2 into b square, a square equal to 2 into b square means 2 divides a square. If 2 divides a square, by theorem, what we can tell? 2 divides a. 2 divides a. Yeah, we have a theorem. If p divides a square, then p divides a. That is, here, if 2 divides a square, 2 divides a. If 2 divides a, what we can write? 2 is a factor of a. So, a equal to 2 into a number. This 2 is a factor. That is a equal to 2 into, I am considering c. We already considered, so c. a equal to 2 into c for some integer, for any integer c. Okay, then we got a equal to 2c. We already got a square equal to 2b square, that is equation number 1. Now we got a equal to 2c. Squaring on both sides, a square equal to 4c square, 2c whole square. This is equation number 2. From 1 and 2, what we can tell? A square equal to 2b square. Here a square equal to 4c square. Okay. So we can tell 2b square equal to 4c square. LHS equal, so RHS equal. 2 and 4 we can cancel. So b square equal to 2c square. B square equal to 2c square. That means what we can tell? B square equal to 2c square means 2 is a factor of b square. B square equal to 2c square. 2 is a factor of b square, or 2 divides b square. 2 divides b square. That means by using a theorem, 2 divides, that theorem 2 divides b. 2 divides b, is it? Yeah, dear children, 2 divides b, and we've already got 2 divides a. We already got 2 divides a. Now by using these two sentence, 2 divides b and 2 divides a means 2 divides both a and b. 2 divides both a and b. 2 divides both a and b means 2 is a factor of both a and b. 2 is a factor of both a and b. Is it? 2 is a, that is 2 is a common factor of 2 is a common factor of a and b. What we considered first time, a and b have no common factor other than 1. But now we got 2 is a common factor of a and b. Is it, dear children? First we considered that a and b have no common factor, but now we got 2 is a common factor of a and b. Why it happened? Yes, dear children, it happens because of our wrong assumption. That is, yeah, we can tell that this 2 is a common factor of a and b contradicts that a and b have no common factor. So this arises because of our wrong assumption, that is root 2 is rational. Root 2 is rational. That this happened because of our wrong assumption. This is wrong. So we can tell root 2. We can conclude root 2 is irrational. Root 2 is irrational. Clear, dear children? Nothing more. First, this is a different step or different method. That is, first we will consider root 2 is rational. We have to prove root 2 is irrational. Just opposite we will consider. And by using that concept, we will write more steps. And last we will get one sentence that will contradicts a point. Here, what is contradicting? First we started a and b have no common factor. Yeah, while proceeding the problem, we will get a and b have a common factor too. That is because of our wrong assumption. Which is the wrong assumption? Root 2 is rational. So we have to correct that as root 2 is irrational. Yeah, dear children, I think all of you understood. It is a very important problem. Same way, root 3 also we can, root 5 also, same method. You try yourself. Next, one more problem we can. 5 minus root 3. We have to prove 5 minus root 3 is irrational. 5 minus root 3. Same method we will consider 5 minus root 3 is rational. Yes, we will start with 5 minus root 3 is rational. So 5 minus root 3 equal to a by b, where a and b have no common factors other than 1. Then we can rewrite this one. 5 5 minus a by b equal to root 3. 5 minus a by b equal to root 3. Is it? Then 5 minus a by b means we can write like it. 5b minus a whole divided by b equal to root 3. 5b minus a by b equal to root 3. Yes, 5b minus a by b. What is this? This is a rational number. A numerator by another, that is a rational number. But root 3 is irrational. That is why, it is not equal. 5b minus a by b equal to root 3, but 5b minus a by b is a rational number, root 3 is irrational. This is also wrong. Why? Here also it happened because of our wrong assumption, that is 5 minus root 3 is rational. Okay. Yes. This type of problem very important, dear children. That's why all of you listen this and try to do yourself. Very important. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.